I'm also a cancer survivor.
Yes, on top of that.
I've had cancer 3 times.
Wow.
Most recently, it was a skin cancer that had metastasized, and I had been going through treatment. I've been in remission now about 6 months. Knock on wood.
Congrats.
Yay!
Yep.
This is the crazy piece about my work. When I was reviewing all of the data and everything for the documentary, your story, another women's stories, I honestly believe, and I don't say this like lightly either, that if we hadn't had met, that trauma would be stuck in your body somewhere.
Oh, I'm sure it would.
But because we allowed for your body to complete that whole process and just purge all those negative emotions, like you're free now.
Yeah.
Like you're able to just like free. I mean, I'm sure you probably have some residual of something, but you're not carrying all of that burden anymore.
I credit overcoming cancer for the most part because I didn't want to leave my children behind.
Wow.
You know, without having a parent.
Yeah.
You know, they were my reason to continue fighting.
Yeah.
Introducing the ToplessTalk podcast, where we're diving deep into the world of sex and relationships. Join us as we explore the good, the bad, and the ugly, leaving no topic off limits. With your host, Ryan Nickel, we're on a mission to change 1 million lives through 1,000 episodes. In a world where vulnerability is power, we're not just talking about taking off layers. We're peeling back the layers of real experiences. Our guests, brave women who've walked through the fire, are bearing it all. Their struggles, triumphs, and everything in between. It's more than just stories. It's a roadmap for those who felt alone in their journeys. By sharing their transformation from the horrific to the heroic, these women become beacons of hope for others. Because in every tale of survival lies the potential for someone else's revival. So tune in, listen closely, and remember, ToplessTalk isn't just about shedding inhibitions. It's about finding connection in the rawness of human connection. Because when we share, we heal, we empower, and we transform. Welcome to a podcast where every story is a step towards 1 million changed lives.
Welcome everyone to another episode of ToplessTalk. We have a beautiful guest here. We have Drea. Please go ahead and introduce yourself. Let the audience know, who you are, where you're from, what's going on.
I'm Drea. I'm originally from the Bay Area and currently in Sacramento.
Nice. Glad to have you. Not a far drive, was it?
Not too far.
No.
For you, it was worth it.
Happiness already starting off in the first 5 minutes.
That's right. Can never get too happy. So we're excited actually to have you and have you share your story and just anything else you want to share with the audience too.
Okay.
Where do you want to begin?
Wherever you'd like.
All right. So how did you and I meet?
We met online and we began talking. You told me a little bit about what you did. Sent me to a few of your shows, as well as an introduction to the reading of books, and I was skeptical to say the least.
Right.
And coming from a medical background, I wanted to know more about what you were. I wanted to see what the heck you were talking about. So after watching a few of your podcasts, also talking to a few of your, watching a few of your videos, I said, okay.
What do you got to lose?
I'll meet him. I'm going to check this guy out.
That's a curiosity hook. That's a book reading, I swear.
Yeah.
People was like, right before we
it's so unique. It's not like, I'll just check on another 10 readers.
Right?
Well, no, it was I couldn't believe that there could possibly be any way that you could tell someone's story or what they've been through or have any clue about them just by looking at their boobs. But I was very pleasantly surprised. I was in shock, actually.
Huh.
I couldn't believe that there was any possibility that this could be true. And he proved me wrong.
In a good way.
Yes. He proved me wrong, definitely.
Yeah. It's interesting you say that because I'm part of this nervous system regulation group. And this woman, she reached out. She's like, hey, I found your podcast. Can I get a copy of your book? And so I sent her a copy of my book. And literally right before you showed up, she's like, I finished your book. Now I'm curious. What's this reading all about?
See, I was curious by chapter 3.
Oh, yeah.
I was calling you saying, okay, let's meet. By chapter 3, I was just like,
I think she was being cautious because, I mean,
well, yeah.
you and I had already talked.
Yeah.
I'm a complete stranger on the internet.
Okay, you hadn't talked to her.
Nothing at all.
Okay.
No, I don't know who this person is, but she read my book and she messaged me. She's like, if I send you a picture, will you give me a reading? I'm like, I will after this podcast. I can't do it right now. And she's like, oh my God, I want to be on one of your podcasts.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
it was really remarkable how in touch you were just by looking at a picture.
Yeah.
It really was. I mean,
I can't take credit for it. It's a gift, but it's not mine. I just share.
it
I
was
share
a gift
freely.
given to you.
Yes, it was. It's a gift that keeps giving.
Obviously.
So so you had that experience. What else?
Then we had a few sessions, and it just made a big difference. I mean, I noticed that I saw things differently. I actually thought things through in a different way than I had previously, and
Like how?
I was raised really religious, Spanish Catholic home, really uptight, extremely reserved, and now it's more of a I don't give a fuck attitude, to be perfectly honest. You know, It's like, well, you know what? I'm not living my life for anybody else. I'm living it for me, and if I'm happy, then. You know, as long as it's not going to have a negative impact on my kids too dramatically.
Oh yeah, for
you know?
sure. Let's back up though. Let's so the audience doesn't know, Rich doesn't know. Like, tell them your story. Like what led you to even entertain the idea of what I do?
I've had a shit life.
Yeah.
At times, you know, when I first met him, I was under the impression I was just a widow. And actually, over the course of time,
Under the impression that she was a widow.
Yeah, I'm listening.
yeah,
I'm listening.
over the course of the few months that I was actually seeing him, I came to find out that
It was actually the very next week. I met
was
with
it really
you.
the first week?
Yeah, because I
I
finished.
thought it was like a month in. No?
It wasn't. It was the very next week you showed up and you're like, I have some news for you.
Oh, yeah, and I was in tears. Yeah, I
The
remember
universe
that.
literally, like, we met, we did a session, and the universe was like, all right, you're going to go into this healing opportunity? Well, I want to make sure you're really going to get the healing here. And then like, bam, like a Mack truck.
I found out that my husband had not actually passed away, that he was in Mexico, had a new family, and yeah, he and I had previously been.
Why would you have thought he? What made you have thought
I
he?
was given a phone call and told that he had passed away, and they even went so far as to show me pictures of his tattoos to identify him.
Dude.
Wow.
So just back up a little bit with the story.
They
here.
like someone was impersonating a coroner, or it was like a family member, or like who was it?
I don't know who exactly.
who
made the
did
phone
they
call.
purported to be? Do you remember?
They proposed to be the police department.
Okay.
So, but here's the situation though. She was married to this man, and you can correct me if I'm wrong in the story. She was married to this man, found out she was pregnant. Did you know you were going to have a special needs son in the pregnancy?
No, I did not. I was actually pregnant with twins.
Twins.
I had lost one at 17 weeks gestation
Okay.
and ended up giving birth to the one child. And about a year and a half in, I suspected that there was that he was delayed in some way. Come to find out that he's severely autistic. He's developmentally delayed significantly. He was considered nonverbal up until about a year and a half ago. And then became, he's now 22.
22 nonverbal up until a year ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, now he's considered semi-verbal because the average person can understand, approximations of what he's saying, get the idea.
Yeah, yeah.
And, he, come to find out, he just couldn't handle the fact that he had a special needs child. It was too much for him. So that was his escape.
So he bounced on the family.
Yeah. And
Wow.
at that time, I left everything behind. I moved back up to the Bay Area and started over. And had just been living my life, thinking he was just this wonderful man, that had, suddenly passed away. And, Nothing was his fault.
He was a wonderful man, even though he abandoned her and her kid.
But I didn't know that.
But no, he left though because he didn't
I
want to
know,
special needs kid.
But I didn't know that.
How'd you find out?
How did I find out? He actually passed away.
Hang on, before we get to that part. No, because
How much time elapsed between the first?
14
years? Oh wow.
seriously, no, it gets fucked up. So I'm just more curious. Like, so he realizes his son's special needs, and he's like, "Look, I'm out, Dre. I don't want to do this," and walks out the door.
No, he didn't even say that. He went to work, and I found out. I got a call saying he had passed away,
So he goes to work, and then
and he doesn't come home.
All right, so I got some questions. So
God.
you're his wife at the time,
Correct.
or still, or I don't know.
No,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
passed away. So he really is dead this time. I called. I got a copy of his death certificate.
Yeah.
I wanted proof this time.
Yeah.
So when you found out he passed, wouldn't you have been tasked with a funeral, or like nobody had one? Nobody.
It was kind of like a celebration of life, a small one with immediate family at the house. And
So his
that's it.
mom and his sisters and everyone was there at the celebration of life?
They had passed. His mother had passed away. He had been estranged from most of his family. A few of his children were there.
So who had the
Wait, so some of his own children were at his.
Yes,
Did you
his
suspect?
fake
at his funeral.
funeral? Oh my God.
And by the way, I wasn't invited to the real one.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
But
Were the kids in on it?
all but one. There was 3 grown children, yes. 2 of them were in on it.
They faked the fucking funeral.
And they
the
attended a
house.
fake funeral.
At the
Yeah.
house, yes, where they had a picture
We're
of
like,
them up and everything.
I miss him so much. Oh God, like crying, like.
They're not a real emotional family.
Well, it was fake anyway.
Yeah, but they weren't anyway.
Did anything about I'm just curious about this. Did anything about the celebration of life seem off at the time? Now looking back on it?
At the time, I didn't think anything of it because they're kind of a cold family and they were kind of estranged for the most part anyway.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because
how
he
fucking elaborate is this?
But-
though?
That's why. Yeah, that's fine.
But
I'm digging
you
in.
know, now looking back on it, I'm thinking, boy, they really pulled the wool over my eyes.
So 14 years, you're going on
Yeah.
thinking like, I'm a widow, like, I'm raising this kid by myself. Like, was he? Did he have like social security benefits, anything like that you're entitled to as a husband, or something as a wife?
No, because he didn't have enough work on the books to qualify.
Yeah, yeah.
And our son was already receiving SSI.
Oh, okay.
Because of his disability.
Yeah.
And he was receiving the benefits under mine because I had been working since I was 13, so I had made more money.
Wow. Okay. So
It was based on me. In fact, I found out Social Security knew too, and they didn't say anything.
Should be a reality show.
I know, right?
Social Security actually knew that he was alive because he had applied for benefits, but nobody bothered to tell me. And every year when I was filling out the paperwork, the recertification for SSI for our son, I would put widow. And nobody ever said anything. Nobody ever questioned it.
Like Doge is going through all like this like welfare fraud and shit like that. That's an example. Right there.
Wow.
So it gets better. It gets way better.
Yeah, I found out that he had another son, that his son needed a kidney transplant.
After or before the child you had?
After.
Okay.
And that's how I found out, because they actually contacted me. They contacted me saying that the father had passed away and wanted to know if I would have our son tested to see whether or not he was a match.
So her son can give a kidney to his other son. Yeah. And you said, oh yeah, sure, let me do that.
I said, you. You're out of your effing mind. Yeah.
Wow.
So check this out. So for 14 years, he has been living another life. Completely, whole nother family, everything. Remarried, total fraud, bigamy, all this other.
Well, I don't know if they actually legally got married.
Okay, maybe they didn't.
But
fair
yeah.
enough. Okay.
Yeah.
Still,
they had another kid
very
and
deceitful.
another
Yeah.
family. Yes.
Her only social network in this time of 14 years, correct me if I am wrong, was her perceived deceased husband's family. Sisters, you're going to concerts with his sister.
No, not his sister, his daughter.
His daughter.
His daughter. She and I remained friends. She was the one who was left out of the loop, though. She didn't find out until about 3 years ago, but she still kept
Still 3 years?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
she kept it for me for 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this whole family is put in the rouge and still hanging out with her, making like nothing ever happened. And in the meantime, he's coming back and forth from Mexico, visiting the same family, but never bothered to visit her or his other son.
Nope.
And the whole family was in on it.
Yes.
They were all aware of it. Well, his brother was not. His brother's actually a pastor.
How do you think someone would say something?
Exactly.
Well, his brother, who was a pastor, was actually left out of the loop. He didn't show up at the funeral, but they had been estranged for many years. I guess while I was gone, they became close again, and he was going to church. He was actually going to his brother's church.
So he was left out of the loop, so he was under the same impression that you were, that he was dead.
No. He was left out of the loop, but he wasn't. He knew nothing of it. He just knew that he was away, and he didn't. And then he came back, and the two of them reconciled their relationship. He had no idea that there was a first funeral. He had no idea that he was even. He didn't even know he was married to me because they had been estranged.
How long were you married?
When
The first death.
we'd been together for 7 years, but we'd
Okay.
been married for about 3.5.
Hang on. When he died, did he have enough money on the books?
No.
Oh, God. Because I'm like, now you can claim the death benefit.
Oh yeah, I know. I wish. I should have gotten something out of it.
Yeah.
Was the celebration of life at someone's house, or was it like at
It was
a...
at our house, at my home. It was at my home.
There was no like cremation ceremony, burial?
Oh, they had an urn and everything. Yeah.
Oh, my God, dude. Where's the urn at now?
Who knows? Yeah, if I could take it to the shooting
Wow.
I'll be
range,
like, all right.
right? Let me take it to
Wow.
the shooting range. Yep.
Jesus, I know, dude. So, okay. I mean,
And the family, I mean, I've heard of people like, they want to check out of their lives and they just bounce, but I've never heard of like getting your family in on it.
yeah, dude.
Over a
there was
child?
Well, there's like 3 or 4 family members who I know for a fact were aware of it, but the other ones, there's no proof. There's no proof.
But
Yeah.
Oh, there's no proof. They're not like, where's our brother?
he's dead.
Well,
I mean,
this family, it was kind of scattered. They had a lot of
I think you give him more benefit than they
fights.
I think you give him the benefit of the doubt when it doesn't deserve it.
Well, I mean, I don't have any proof, and I don't have to deal with these people. So, I mean,
Yeah,
at this point, it's more like, you know what? Who cares?
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
They're not
surprised you haven't been on a
they're not part of my life.
like a national talk show about this.
This is their first exposure. So when she came to me,
Would you go on a national show?
Why not?
yeah, of course.
I mean, this is like, I've never heard a story this
So elaborate.
elaborate.
I know.
Ever.
And
Yeah.
they just kept their mouth shut, and nobody said anything.
So here's the most remarkable thing of this thing. So I meet her and we had this phone conversation that she's coming down because you're running a little bit late. So she's
Yeah.
gonna give me a little bit of backstory. And I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. So she shows up for her very first session and she volunteered to do the documentary with me. And the reason why I know this is because I just submitted all of my everything to the videographer for finals. And I went through everything to make sure it was there. And I was actually shocked at the timing of our meeting.
Yeah.
So we met, and all of this had happened, except for the fact you
I
didn't.
thought it was in between session 1 and session 2.
It was. So we
Not
met.
our meeting. I thought it was like our meeting, and then we had session 1.
I thought
and
we
then
met
it was
and
in
we had
between.
session 1.
Okay.
We met at the same time.
I don't
Yeah.
I don't recall if it the exact timing, but it was very early in.
So yeah, we had session
Very
1,
early in.
and then a week happens before section 2, and during that week is when she gets the phone call that, hey, by the way,
Can we get him tested?
yeah, we want your son's kidney. Basically, what they're saying. and then that was like the
And I'm like,
icing
who
on
the hell are you?
Yeah,
Oh, you got to go on a TV show.
it was crazy.
I've heard a lot of wild shit.
Yeah.
That
Tell me about it.
That tops it by
Tell me about it.
leaps and bounds and
Well, now you know her comment about like if you don't understand the difference between being like what do you said, like f- up and like
usually, people come on, they're like,
Yeah.
my
That's
ex,
crazy. And yeah, there's
my ex cheated on me, and I was like, yeah, that's terrible. Like you hear some of these things.
exactly. That's a 1. That's what I was
But
saying.
I've never
That's a
like
1.
faking a death and having your family in on it,
for 14 years.
and then asking for a kidney.
I know.
No, he didn't.
He's gone.
Anybody
yeah.
would ever
Exactly.
like that. No one in 14 years had a like guilty thought like,
Yeah.
wow, this is fucked up.
Meanwhile, you're going to concerts with the family, having him over.
His daughter,
Do you wanna
and I
remove
were
those?
friends.
They're probably gonna
Oh.
the audience will be like so
No problem.
mad at me for not asking you sooner.
There you go.
You're such a pro.
Yeah, I mean, I remained friendly with the siblings. They were, maintaining a relationship with not only our son together, but my other children.
Yeah.
Does it make you wonder what other secrets there were that you haven't figured out
Oh, I'm
yet?
sure. I mean, it makes me wonder, but at the same time, would it really change anything?
Not change anything, but just entertain your curiosity.
I've got enough going on in my life. I don't need any more
Right.
drama. Thank you very much.
Well, so here's a woman who is struggling to be seen, almost invisible by the whole world her social network, because they just basically lied to you. And recently you sent me some photos of what you're doing.
Yeah. Since meeting with him, I'm also a cancer survivor.
Yes, on top of that.
I've had cancer 3 times.
Wow.
Most recently, it was a skin cancer that had metastasized, and I had been going through treatment. I've been in remission now about 6 months. Knock on wood.
Congrats.
Yay!
Yep.
And I was approached. I was actually submitted for it by my supervisor. There was a studio, an art studio and photography studio in Vallejo that was looking for models in different areas. They were looking for women over 50. They were looking for ex-military and police officers, people who'd gone through traumatic events like losing a limb or been through cancer or
having your husband
all sorts of things.
die twice.
Yeah.
Well, and then I'm thinking, okay, well, I qualify for a few of those. I'm over
check
50.
a few boxes.
Yeah, I'm over 50. I'm a cancer survivor. I'm
Traumatic events, yeah.
yeah. So and one of the areas was they had different backdrops or different sceneries that you could choose to do, and they said, we'd like you to do this one, and I said, okay. And I checked it out, and the theme was actually empowering women. And so they got me to do a boudoir shoot in the dominatrix room,
Wow.
Yeah.
which is, he can attest, is not my personality.
Might be now. Has it changed that? Or still not your personality?
No, but it was fun. It's not my personality, but it was fun.
was fun.
It was definitely fun. Getting a few hours, spending a few hours being pampered.
Choosing to be seen is such a beautiful way too.
Yeah.
After everything
Hey,
that's happened.
I gave them permission to use some of my photos. In fact, one of them's going to be in this month's campaign.
Yeah.
And then they're going to possibly be using another one next year.
Did you say one of them will be on the cover?
Not a cover.
the
There's
campaign.
no cover. It's going to
Yeah.
be in the campaign.
Got it. Yeah.
No,
Fantastic.
one of them was used on the cover. I actually
okay.
got a calendar made up
That's what it
with
was.
all of my pictures. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wow.
How exciting. Yeah. Did we ever go downstairs?
Yes.
We did. Okay.
Yes.
That
we
part's
did.
on the video, so I don't remember that part.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
I'm still just stuck on the
Right?
I'm floored.
It's amazing how.
And it takes a lot for me to be like, wow, because I see a lot of fucked up shit daily.
And I didn't tell him on purpose. I was like, I want him to be like genuinely.
The reason why is because he was a coward. He was basically what I found out is this man that I had thought was such a wonderful man, was a great husband, that I spoke very, very highly of.
But it's not just him. His whole family was in on it.
But you know what? They had no loyalty to me. Their loyalty was to him. Yes, I was a little bit upset.
imagine being
I was a little bit
such
upset
a-
with his grown children who I had had a relationship
But
with.
if I was to tell him, I was like, hey, I'm gonna walk out on my marriage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fake my death and move to Mexico, and I need you to go along with this for the next 10 years. I can't imagine.
I don't think that's really how it happened. I think it was more like, from my understanding in speaking with his family, it was more.
What? You can't trust these people.
Well, no. Wait.
Well, this is
You had a funeral.
I know this is someone who was not in on it, and
So they say.
No, well, he didn't have a relationship with him.
Okay.
It was more like, here I had the special needs child. I don't understand it. I'm confused. Is this really happening to me? It was too much for me, and I'm out of here. and he couldn't just end the relationship because we were legally married. So he just went away.
Why could he just end the relationship?
Well, not without a divorce and whatnot. And he was he.
But what's simpler? I mean, like, unless he had a boatload of money that you were going to get half of, like, what's simpler? Hey, this is not working out. I can't handle having a special needs kids, or I'm going to fake my death. My family's going to be in on it. We're going to have a fake funeral with a fake urn, and we're going to carry this on for a decade.
Right.
Like, it seemed like the easiest thing to do would be like, yeah, it's not working out, get a divorce. Yeah. Like, we've all had, I mean, I've had plenty of divorces, but like, it just
I got 2 of my own.
It just seems like the simpler thing. Like, it's just
plenty.
Yeah, one more than him, but you would think it. I'm just shocked that the family would all be in on this, and for the sister to have the nerve to go to an event with you.
No, the daughter.
The daughter. Anybody. That's so fucked up.
But she only knew for a shorter period of time, but yes.
But she still knew.
Yes, she knew.
She didn't tell you.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
My name is Alice Lamana, and I was given an amazing reading from Ryan last week, and it was the most amazing thing I've actually ever experienced.
I have to be honest, I thought at first it was just kind of this scam that was unique, that this guy was running to be able to just see lots of boobs on the internet. But it turned out to be actually pretty intuitive and accurate.
He was able to pick up on things that I've known about myself, but that I haven't voiced out loud to anybody.
He explained things that I didn't share with him, and the connections make sense to me. It helped me learn a little bit more about how my body stores energy that I'm experiencing.
I was shocked. Couldn't believe some of the things that he had said.
I would highly recommend Ryan.
Oh my gosh, I highly recommend it.
Try it. See what happens. See what you find out about yourself.
I just had a boob reading with Ryan, and I want to highly recommend that you do also.
Now, back to our Topless Talk interview with Ryan Nickel.
She kind of kept our relationship separate in her mind, I guess.
No.
I don't know. I don't understand it myself entirely. I mean, I still think it's all fucked up.
It's totally fucked up. This guy was so fucked up. He's like, oh, I got a disabled kid. I'm out. I'm going to fake this whole entire...
But I mean, this is the same fucking family that his mother said, oh, he is referring to my child. Okay. He is...
Did he make a bunch of money?
He made decent money. Yes, he had a trucking company.
He was fearful of child support?
I don't know.
I'm trying to think, like, why would you go through all this effort to fake your death over having a special needs kid?
Did he have a house?
Yes, his grandparents' house was from the 1800s, and we lived in.
Hang on.
I left everything.
I know where you're going.
You're legally married to the guy still.
Correct.
You're the heir.
But that house was actually willed to his eldest son.
It doesn't matter.
His belongings had been, most of them were actually disposed of and dispersed when I left the first time, 14 years ago.
Was there actually a will?
At that time, no.
No.
At that time, there was no will.
The family actually, was there actually a will? The family just goes, oh, there was a will, and blah, blah, we gave it to the son. The reason I say that is because...
When he passed away, originally.
Yes.
Okay.
Originally.
Yeah. When that happened, it was more like, he didn't have a will. With my understanding of probate and everything, I'm thinking, okay, this is going to be dragged out because he has 3 grown children.
No, you're the heir.
You're the heir.
You're the heir.
Spouse. It's community property.
From what I was told.
Of course, you're going to believe everything. Yeah.
From what I was told, it was basically, okay, it had to be split. I would get a certain percentage, and then the children would all get a certain percentage.
No.
And I'm thinking, okay, well, if they're contesting this, which they're all telling me they're going to, that they want their share.
Well, he wasn't even dead.
Yes, but they all wanted their share. I'm thinking, okay, I don't want to fight with his grown children.
Yeah, they told you that so you'd go away.
So he
I left everything behind. I took my children and I moved. I moved 780 miles back home to the Bay Area, and I started completely over.
Where was he living when you died? When he died?
Both times in Imperial Valley.
Where's that at?
Down by the border of Mexico.
Is it in the border, or is it?
It's
like one county up, like by San Diego County, right?
No, it's actually the county line. I mean,
like Imperial Beach and all that. Yeah,
it's
so San Diego.
Like 40 miles. 40 miles from the border of Mexico.
Okay, so it's California still.
Yes, California.
And he has a house there.
Yes, and that has since been sold, and the property has been sold, and who knows who got the proceeds? I believe his adult children. You know,
it's fraud.
It is fraud.
It's fraud.
Yeah. Unless it was,
I mean, I know that there was a tax lien against it after a while.
The only thing would be if it's an inheritance. If the house was willed to him, then inheritance is different.
It was willed to him by his grandparents.
So inheritance is different. And he never put you on title?
No. We've been married for like 3 years, but no.
Well, we might be jumping down a rabbit hole here after the show.
I know, yeah. I think I want his name.
I know where you're thinking about
this. I want his name,
this.
and I want the address of the house.
Well, the house has actually been demolished. It was an old house.
Yeah.
It was demolished, and the new owners built a new house on it. But I was told that by the county recorder when I actually got a copy of.
It's community property estate, and the wife doesn't sign off on the deed.
Yeah.
But it was his property prior to our marriage too. Wouldn't be considered.
No.
It depends on how he acquired it. If it was
this is the house you guys lived in, right? This was a house that you contributed to repairs.
If it truly was a gift.
No,
to him,
I did not work out when we were married. When we were married, I didn't work outside the home.
Yeah, if it truly was a gift and it was, then it's off limits. But if it was not a true gift in the sense that it was willed and had all the stuff and inheritance on the deed,
that's why he ran.
Yeah, he didn't want you to have any of this.
He didn't want you to have his money.
And his eldest daughter,
why would you go through all this?
His eldest daughter actually tried to convince him that I had married him for his money.
Well, doesn't.
Yeah.
Which one is the one that you were friends with? Not the oldest?
No.
Yeah.
No. She and I never. The oldest and I never got along.
That's why.
Never.
Yeah. They were afraid she was going to go after the house.
It's like if I had married him just for his money,
no,
I wouldn't have walked away.
But like people,
with nothing and not.
Unfortunately, California is a community property state, and I say that because I've had to write too many checks. So, if a lot of people don't get divorced because they don't want to lose half their shit.
You've heard it. It's cheaper to keep her.
Yeah, exactly. I heard that.
So instead of cheaper to keep her, it's cheaper to die.
Fake a whole funeral.
Fake a whole funeral.
You know, I think
it's the money.
I think that they kind of.
Here's an earn you can rent. Here's a friend you can rent.
I mean, I think that they kind of relied upon the fact that I would just walk away and not want to fight, because I wanted my son to have a relationship with that side of the family. You know, and that was the reason why I walked away, because I figured, if it's going to go through probate, there's not going to be much left of anything when it comes down to it anyway. And why am I gonna fight his grown children and then have them not have a relationship with my son? Huh?
Does the family have money? The children, his children?
No.
So they took the inheritance and squandered it already?
Yes, pretty much.
How long ago was this?
Or did they buy a house with it?
Recently?
Did they buy a house with it?
How recent?
No. Well, this divorce? I mean, this...
the real death.
The real death was in July. June or July.
Yeah, of last year.
And I found out.
I would be willing to go after the children for fraud.
Okay, the daughter who I was friends with up until recently, she has nothing.
They inherited... No. They inherited stuff.
Well, she literally lives... She rents a room in somebody else's house. She just gave her car that was from the 1990s to her oldest son when he moved away.
Because they told you this?
No, I know for a fact, because I've been to her house, or actually the house that she's renting a room in.
House? She really has this mansion.
I mean, I wouldn't believe anything.
No.
I mean, I know that. I know that one. Now, as far as the other daughter and the son, I don't know. I don't know what they have.
Huh.
I know that the son just got divorced.
It was the money.
Because I've spoken to the son's ex-wife.
Otherwise, why just get a divorce?
Yeah.
Like it's not like that much of a society stigma to like everyone gets divorced, nobody cares anymore. But
Right.
faking your own death and getting your family in on it. Mm-hmm. But if the story was, if we don't do this, she's going to go after my money.
Mm-hmm. Somewhere fake this death, fake the funeral, fake the photography photographs from the police department with the tattoos.
Yeah, just the tattoos.
I wonder how many other families he did this to.
That's fraud. Anyone that was in on this to keep you out of the inheritance, that's fraud.
Yeah.
And you just discovered it, so it's fraud.
So the statute of limitations don't expire on fraud.
Interesting. But I mean,
did he have life insurance? I mean,
no, he didn't have life insurance.
They tell you.
How do you know that? How do you know this?
Yeah. Okay, there was no life insurance that I was aware of.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, they're not the smartest people.
Well, apparently.
Yeah, they are. They were smart enough to fake a death for
14 years.
Decade.
I mean, financially.
Yeah.
They weren't financially literate.
And by the way,
they weren't educated.
this is in no means any kind of judgment on you. Like you just went along believing what they told you.
I mean,
why wouldn't you?
You want to believe the best of you.
Yeah.
I did believe the best of someone. If I attended a funeral, I'd be like, they're dead.
Why would
exactly?
And there's other people there, and they're mourning. I'm gonna be like, is he really dead? Let me see it. I want to test the urn.
Yeah. I mean, like, why would you question
exactly?
That? Yeah.
I mean,
crazy, huh?
It's over money. I think there is a fat life insurance check sitting somewhere.
Well, if there is, I'm unaware of it because I even contacted the bank because I know that he had a bank account.
You're the beneficiary of all of this
I know
stuff.
that there was he had a bank account where his checks were being deposited.
You're the heir.
And they actually gave the whatever was left in the account, whatever was in the account, actually went, his daughter got it. And that was recently. And his son, who is, I guess, just like 2 years younger than our son.
The one that needs a kidney.
Yeah, he took a bunch of stuff from the apartment because he was living in an apartment.
He lost the house.
Yeah, he was living in an apartment, a studio apartment, in fact, in El Centro.
I think this is all staged.
I found. Well,
I mean, if you're going to stage a death,
I got his address. He was using. I found out he was using his son, who has the same. His oldest son. Mm-hmm. They have the same exact name.
So he's
it's not a junior. He was using his social security number.
There's more to this. There's more.
What's his name?
I prefer not to say that on camera, to be honest with you. But I'll be happy to tell you.
Fine, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, put his ass on blast. I mean, come on. But that we can get off camera. It's fine.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah.
Yeah.
There's more to this.
Crazy, huh?
I mean, yeah.
So now that you've unlocked this new level of freedom,
hey, you know what? It's like, who cares what anybody else thinks? You know?
Yeah. I mean, she's like,
when you were like, this was up, and I was like, yeah. Let's hear it.
Yeah. Like now you're like, I'm
like, that is the most up story I've ever heard.
Yeah. I mean, in my whole entire practice of working with over 1,000 women, I have never, ever had this level of betrayal.
Yeah.
Ever walked through my door.
That was what I came to you about.
Yeah.
Feeling betrayed.
100%.
You know, when we started that first session of healing, it was like, you're not going to believe this shit. You know, I've been, you know, I feel like I've been betrayed. You know, I feel like an idiot. You know, I put my trust in these people and in this family, and I love this man, and I thought so highly of him all of these years, and now to find out.
Never seen his name, like, oh, God bless your father who's deceased. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I had always thought the world of him. You know.
Yeah.
And to find out that someone that you had such high esteem for and had so much respect for and love for had f***ed you over, you know, and basically gone on with his life and
came back to visit many, many times,
you know,
never once wanted to see his son.
And never had any contact with me or his son. Just
he didn't want to pay for it.
You know what? That's part of the betrayal. I mean, that was it.
But the betrayal doesn't
how could you
start and end with him.
Do that?
It's his
it's
whole
not
family.
Yeah, I could give a flying fuck about them.
But they betrayed you as well.
Yes, they betrayed me, but you know what? He was the one who had that loyalty to me. He was my spouse.
Yeah.
He and I were supposed to spend forever. We were supposed to
for better or for worse.
Yes, we were supposed to be together for the rest of our lives.
But the other people have a loyalty as just being decent humans.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, same reason why you don't run someone over in a crosswalk. Besides, it's illegal.
Come on, everybody's thought about it.
Besides it being illegal, it's just like, you know,
you've never had that joke? So-and-so's worth 100 points? Come on.
Yes.
Oh, no, around here, it's like pinball sometimes, but... No, I mean, you're being nice to them about it, but I mean, yeah. They don't have to have loyalty. You're faking someone's death over a kid and money.
So she mourned him once.
It'd be one thing if you were like
the second time
you were a serial killer and you killed somebody.
I mourned him a little bit, but it was more anger.
Oh, it would be
more anger and
anger.
And
I would have been.
I was outraged.
I was furious.
Oh yeah, I was.
Furious.
I
that whole family.
I haven't spoken to anyone.
Everyone.
I haven't spoken. The only person I've actually spoken to was his brother, who's the pastor. And I said, you know, were you not aware? And he because I had never really. I mean, I had met him once, but it was kind of like when we were still dating. It was prior to our marriage. And I said, were you not aware? I mean, I know you guys were estranged. And you hadn't talked to him in years. But did you not know he had a wife, you know, and a child? And he had no clue. Nobody had ever mentioned us. We were just like, whatever.
Who's this lady Drea that keeps coming around? Our family.
I haven't come around.
Why is she over here?
I didn't come around their family, though, because they were down there. I was only really in contact with one of his daughters. And she lives here in Stockton.
Is this trucking company still around?
No.
I know, like, how do we get recompense for this?
I mean,
revenge?
I'm just...
Yeah, but you know what? Who does revenge really hurt? I mean, yeah, they would. Would I like them to be punished? Absolutely, but it wouldn't be out of revenge. It would be more out of monetary compensation for my son.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, it wouldn't be out of revenge because
revenge isn't the right word, but restitution.
Okay. Yeah, there you go.
That's another R word.
That one would be better. Yeah, but it's like, who do you go after and what?
So you never got survivor benefits from?
No, because our son was disabled, and they said that he hadn't worked enough time. He had actually done time in prison. In his younger years.
I bet, yeah. We also probably use another cash on the table, other social securities.
I know for a fact that he did that for years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, in agricultural.
Crazy, right?
In agricultural.
Yeah, I'm still in shock. Like it's still not. It's still processing.
Are you dating anybody?
I've gone on a few dates, but I mean, it's kind of hard to trust people. You know?
I figured, yeah.
I mean, it's like.
I
would date, but as far as getting into a relationship, it's kind of like I'd have to vet them now.
I mean,
definitely, you know.
You bring up a good, valid point. Okay, trust. Like, your life had just been basically, and why would you even trust me, a complete stranger?
Well, when I
you can't be any worse than this guy.
When I met you, I was unaware.
No, you had known that he was
correct.
Yeah.
When you and I first met, it was more about. Okay, I want to see whether or not he can really tell, and curiosity in reading, you know, the first few chapters of your book. I just wanted to talk, you know, figure out what's going on in your head.
Like throw caution to the
curiosity.
wind. I read his book.
Curiosity. that was more of a medical curiosity at first, and then it was like, okay, well, what do I have to lose as far as, you know, getting more in touch with myself and. You know, what's going on within me.
Sorry,
you know?
I failed you.
No, you didn't.
Just kidding.
No. You know, and getting more in touch with myself and what I was thinking, what I was feeling, and why I was feeling these things. And then when I found this out, you believe it or not, in talking, it was more of a therapy thing.
Yeah.
You know, I was just like venting to you and getting feedback. And I needed that because I needed an impartial person who did not have relation to the family or knew the background or knew these people, because you could give me an unbiased opinion.
Yeah.
You know, on whether or not how I was feeling and how I was reacting.
Were you justified or not?
Yeah, exactly. And how to process.
Yeah.
because, I mean, I just came in and I just spilled everything. I told you everything.
Yeah.
And it was like,
this is the
I
crazy,
didn't know what to do.
The crazy piece
I
about
was in shock.
Yeah, you were. And this is the crazy piece about my work. When I was reviewing all of the data and everything for the documentary, your story, another women's stories, I honestly believe, and I don't say this like lightly either, that if we hadn't had met, that trauma would be stuck in your body somewhere.
Oh, I'm sure it would.
But because we allowed for your body to complete that whole process and just purge all those negative emotions, like you're free now.
Yeah.
Like you're able to just like free. I mean, I'm sure you probably have some residual of something, but you're not carrying all of that burden anymore.
I think had I been carrying that, there's no way I could be talking about it now.
Right.
No way. You know, I would not have felt comfortable enough. Like I told you, there is no way 6 months ago I would have been in Dominic photo shoot and given them permission to use them online.
Yeah, right?
No chance in hell.
Podcast.
There's a positive. There's a positive in it.
No, there is no chance in hell
no.
that I would feel comfortable enough with myself to even be thought of that way. Be honest with you.
You don't have to answer this. How old are you?
I'm 52.
52. You look amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm 52.
We're going to have someone else here in her 50s. And I mean, everyone's bodies are, and personalities and lifestyles are different. But yeah, I mean, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have never saw myself. No, I would have laughed at them. I would have thought that they were joking. And I've been approached about that.
Like she's just beginning right now. At 52, she's like, I'm just barely exploring.
Well, I mean, that's the positive in all this. Is, this
I mean,
horrific, whatever you want to call it,
I went home up myself that night.
has allowed you to explore things that you never would have.
Because I don't share what my work is. My wife knows what I do, but I don't share the details of like my clients because it's confidential.
Yes, of course.
And I would just like I was like, so you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
Mindfuck.
Good.
Yeah.
Like, you want to talk about it? I'm like, I can't, but yeah.
Yeah, mindfuck.
Totally mindfuck.
Yeah, that's where I came in mindfuck too. And then each time I got a little bit more sanity.
Yeah.
Scary. You know him. You're probably going to think this is absolutely crazy. But he actually brought me back to sanity.
I've seen, you know.
Thank you.
He's brought out positive in a lot of people that has been a surprise to me. Just because like you don't see it coming.
No.
You know, like in my head I kind of have like, okay, I think this is how it's going to flow because you know, I've done several podcasts with him and then like every so often something stumps you, you know, besides this. You know, and then you hear people and you're like, didn't see that coming.
Yeah. Nobody did.
Yeah, no.
Well, neither one of us did. I didn't see it coming.
You could totally be.
It was like hit me in the head.
You need a documentary.
Well, she's part of one.
No, like
our own separate, like
Discovery Channel, like
Hallmark.
Discovery. Anybody watching this,
Hallmark
like
movie,
like a Netflix thing. Like you're like, oh my god.
Yeah, I'm.
It's a crazy story.
I mean, I have seriously considered in like the last 6 months writing a book. About my life. I mean,
like
from beginning to end.
People fake deaths, but I've never heard someone faking a death and having their whole family in on it.
Yeah.
Like I've heard people faking their death and going to Mexico because they're like, or they just disappear.
Yep.
You know, they fake a disappearance, and and no one knows what happened to them. But like, to go through all that acting, I've never heard of anything even close.
I will promote the shit out of your book. I'm curious. Those that know you outside of this f***ed up family social dynamic situation, other friends and family that knew you before and have seen this transition now, what does that look like? Have they said anything to you? Like, right?
Oh,
people at work?
You mean the transformation here in dealing with you? My daughter said that she sees me as more confident.
What a great thing to share for her, yeah.
And a couple of the women that I work with, they didn't believe that I'd actually spoken with you. And I said, I'm telling you. They're like, yeah, there's no possible way, because they're skeptics in the medical field as well.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
And I'm going, yeah, okay. He made a believer out of me.
Right.
Yeah.
But aside from that,
yeah, I mean, they're curious as well, but they've seen, I explained to them what was, a little bit about what was going on.
Yeah.
And
well, aside from the mechanics of us working together, I'm just curious what people just from the outside are like, wow, you found this whole situation, and then you're dealing with life. So
I've had a positive. It definitely had a positive impact on me.
Yeah.
As far as my outlook on things.
Yeah.
And also my own self-confidence, definitely. And like I said, I've kind of thrown caution. I've thrown caution to the wind in a little bit, in
You're free.
a way. Yeah.
You're really free.
It's more like, I've survived this and this. What the fuck are you going to do?
What's next? Yeah. Okay. Bring it on. Yeah,
exactly. I'm going to do me, and if you don't like it, well.
So what's next on your list? What are you doing next?
Who knows?
Whatever comes your way, right? Yeah.
Well, my daughter and I are going to get matching tattoos in August.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that when she turns 18? Or?
Yes, that's when she turns 18.
What are you guys going to get?
We haven't decided yet. It's going to either be right here on our arms, or on our wrists.
Do you have any tattoos now?
Oh,
yes, I do.
Right. You have one on your.
I've got 4. Oh, by the way,
well, I couldn't see him from this angle, so that's why I was asking.
One of them is being redone. The one with his name.
Yeah. Of course it should be.
I actually had a tattoo done in memory of my husband.
Oh God!
It has his name. The only non-child of mine whose name was ever on my body. No, it's not. It's getting
covered up.
Oh yes,
what are you
absolutely.
doing with it?
I'm having it covered up.
But do you know what though? Or?
I'm thinking a lotus.
Oh, beautiful.
It's either going to be a lotus or it's going to be a phoenix. I haven't decided. I'm thinking phoenix.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
right.
phoenix.
Yep.
Because the rebirth.
New person. Yep.
And ashes.
Yeah. Right.
His ashes.
I'm thinking phoenix, most likely, and it's on my hip.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have one on my ankle, and then I've got both my shoulders done as well. Yeah.
She's proud of them.
Wow.
Yeah, I drew them all.
Yeah.
I designed them.
I'm still in shock. I'm sorry. I'm just.
Yeah.
My mind is just racing about all this stuff, like the whys and. Almost need an intermission.
His mother told me that it was a curse, that we were being given this curse because of the negatives we had done in life. Then of course my mother was even worse. My mother actually believed until she passed away just a couple of years ago that there was no such thing as mental illness or disabilities. That she told me that
your son wasn't autistic.
Yeah, no, there was nothing wrong with him except that I was a bad parent.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Are you still talking to your mom?
My mother passed away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
for real.
For real, yeah. I was there.
She got struck down for saying that.
Yeah. No. She passed away from West Nile virus.
Oh, well, wow.
Yeah, in Colorado.
I didn't know it was in Colorado, but
yeah.
I mean, it went away from that. So.
Yeah, me either. I mean,
yes. And you would think that
probably cured that.
People are under the impression. People are under the impression that it only affects the elderly or the small children. She was in perfectly good health, and she's 18 years older than I am. So it's not like she was like elderly, like in her 90s or anything.
Like on a walker.
Exactly. Yeah, she was in good health. She was walking 5 miles a day. She was in her 70s.
Yeah.
So with your newfound freedom now, is there stuff you're like, I want to do this, I want to do that?
Well, I'd already done.
I want to fly a plane. I want to skydive.
No, I already did skydiving.
Oh,
I got over that fear of heights by skydiving. I'm just open to more things. Yeah. I mean, I'm willing to try more things. It's like.
What do you got to lose?
Exactly.
Try it 3 times.
You ride a motorcycle?
Huh? I actually got one.
Did you really?
I got a mini motorcycle.
Yeah.
I can show you on my phone.
Yeah,
I have a video of it. Yeah, I got a mini motorcycle.
Good for you.
And I started riding.
Yes.
I had ridden dirt bikes and stuff when I was younger.
Yeah, you look like
when I was younger, but I hadn't done it since I was like 17.
Doesn't she look like the wild side to her?
But
I
got
dirt bike.
But I got a bike now, a mini bike.
Yeah.
It looks like a little mini Harley. It's like 3/4 size.
Yeah.
Been riding that. I'm actually considering getting my motorcycle license.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Because I mean, I want to put one of those fold down carriers on the back of my RV.
Oh, yeah.
And go
Take
see
away
the
the-
country. Just go see the country.
Yeah.
When I retire. In
She does a lot of camping with her RV.
Yeah.
She's all
I love camping.
Yeah.
And I figured, go see every national forest and every national park. Yeah.
I just heard that the tallest tree in the world is in the redwood forest up north, and it is illegal.
Gateway to the redwoods, yes.
Yeah, it's
in
illegal to
Mendocino
touch
County.
it, or to get near it. You get a 6-month jail term.
It's actually cordoned off.
Yeah.
Last time I was up there, but that was in like '98. Yeah, they had it roped off in.
So now
98.
so the trail to it is completely blocked, and if you get to it, then it's a 6-month penalty.
Wow.
Yeah.
People's Republic of California.
No, I'm like, what? We have this beautiful thing, but you can't go see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Gateway to the redwoods.
that's crazy.
It's all up in Mendocino County.
So nothing's on your bucket list then?
I've got a lot of things on my bucket list.
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
good.
I'd like to go to Spain. I want to see the cathedral that my
And you're
grandparents were
Spanish?
both. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I want to see the cathedral that my grandparents were both baptized in. And
Well, let's get some fraud money for you so you can fund that trip.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
There's been a lot of trauma in my marriage, in my experience, and in my husband's passing. I was seeking healing in whatever capacity I was able to encounter it. I came across Ryan, and we decided to go forward and planned for a session. Then we met at for Ed's office for a counseling for a session, which began with counseling. Then the counseling component itself was pretty impressive. It was very thorough with seeing me, and really I felt very seen in my whole experience. So he could see what direction I was ready to move in and from what perspective I was coming from. It felt like a very unexpected healing experience that I embraced. It came to me, and it was an opportunity for me to exercise my adult consent in a safe place. I feel grounded in my healing journey, and I look forward to continuing that journey and of healing and growth. I have a lot of gratitude for Ryan and the work that he's done for me.
Now, back to our Topless Talk interview with Ryan Nickel.
Yeah, I'd like to go to Spain. I've never been on a cruise. That's another thing on my bucket list. I want to see every national park and every national forest. That's on my list.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, I've been looking into properties in Mendocino County and putting, 2 mini homes on it. One would be my home base, and the other one would be for my son who's disabled, and his caregiver to live in, at that point. Because if I'm away, well, he would have to have a caregiver,
For sure.
part-time.
Yeah.
So, having that as like a home base and just taking off in the RV and going and seeing the world,
Jesus.
I mean,
I love it.
if I need to pick up, a job here and there, I could do that,
Yeah.
Got a national certification, for phlebotomy in the medical field, so why not? I can actually pick up work anywhere along the way if I needed, extra spending money. So, yeah, why not?
I love it.
There's a lot of things. I mean, but I
Was
think
being on a podcast on your bucket list?
no, but it should have been.
Yeah.
Was a reading on your bucket list?
She didn't
Definitely
know
not.
about it until she had it.
I know, right? No
Yeah.
one does, really, yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy, huh?
Wow.
I hope that your story inspires many
You never know what you can.
to question people's deaths. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh no, to question everything.
Right?
Question everything.
Yeah.
That would be my come away from that. Don't take people at their word. Question everything, and except for yourself.
Yeah. Trust yourself. Question everybody.
Question everything. But yeah, believe in yourself. Because in the end, who do you have?
Yeah.
Really, I mean, if you really think about it, even if you're married, I mean, yes, it's supposed to be till death you part, but I mean, let's be real. It's 50-50 now.
Yeah.
Probably
And
less
people
than
don't
that.
honor commitment, and people don't honor commitments the way they used to.
No, they don't.
And take care of your own mental health. Have faith in yourself. And just be the best human you can be,
Yeah.
I mean, if you've got good intentions, things will generally work out, for the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody has a perfect life, but you don't have to allow those negativities to ruin your life either.
No,
you
not
know,
at all.
I mean, I credit overcoming cancer for the most part because I didn't want to leave my children behind.
Wow.
Without having a parent.
Yeah.
Because
I'm sure there are a lot of moms who have had that idea too, and they would have reasons to
basically they were my reason to continue fighting.
Yeah.
You
didn't want to.
And not having a big network or a big social or family unit to rely upon.
Did you have cancer before or after your?
I had the first time I had it. I was 19.
Okay, what kind of cancer was it?
That was in my fallopian tube.
Okay.
I had a tubal pregnancy, and they found it. And when they went in to remove the tubal pregnancy, they found a cancerous growth, and they removed it. And they just wanted to make sure that they treated the surrounding areas with radiation to make sure that, if there was any cells that were left residual, that they were killed off. Second time I was 27, and that was on the opposite side. Oh. And they found it on my ovary.
Yeah.
And they ended up taking half of the ovary, along with the tumor that was there.
Yeah.
And I had treatment for about 5 or 6 months.
And then the third one was skin.
And then the third time was skin cancer.
How old were you for skin cancer?
This was just
recently?
3 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Less than 3 years ago.
So the first two were before you were married to this guy.
Yeah, and yes, but I was with him for the second one. He actually saw me through my cancer treatment.
Interesting.
Yeah, he saw me through cancer treatment, and we got pregnant with my son 3 months into remission.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and for a while, he actually tried to say, "Oh well, I think that was your fault because."
Jesus.
Because you got pregnant so soon after remission.
It's your fault. Yeah.
Because thinking that the cancer treatment had in some way
it could be anything.
affected,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh really? Then what explains all of these other autistic children or disabled children whose parents didn't go through this?
Right.
How are you going to say that it's because of this? They don't know exactly what it is.
No,
they know things that will make you more likely. Like they say, becoming if the father is over the age of 50, the child's 5 times more likely.
Yeah. Was he older than you?
Yes. He was 18 years older than I was.
18 years older. Oh. Was he already over 50?
Huh?
Was he already over 50?
When we got married, I was 37.
So, yeah.
So, yeah, he was over 50.
Yeah, he was 55.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He was born in 1955. His birthday just passed.
Who cares?
Exactly.
No, I actually celebrated it.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
How did you celebrate his birthday? What did you do?
Target practice.
In a way, yeah. I took a few of his pictures and I burned them in the backyard.
Good for you.
In the,
Yeah. Did your son come out and he's like, Mom, what are you doing?
No.
Does he know?
Huh? He has no concept of it.
No.
He has no recollection of his father. He doesn't,
Yeah.
He has no clue.
Oh, man.
I mean,
That's crazy.
yeah, he has no idea.
But he can communicate, though. But the concept of dad and stuff like that. Mom.
Yeah, I mean, well, he saw my ex, the one I was engaged to.
Mm-hmm.
I was in a relationship with the gentleman for 7 years.
Yeah.
He saw him as his dad.
Got it. Yeah.
Because he'd been in his life for 7 years,
Yeah, more than the other guy was.
Yeah, exactly. Longer period of time.
Yeah,
too,
for sure, definitely.
And he in fact still asks about him.
I just thought about something. I didn't even think about that. I've actually been in my stepdaughter's life longer than her dad has. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of sucks.
So he thought of him as as dad, but he and I are actually cordial. He and I are actually on good terms.
Yeah.
That was another thing that was affected. I have a better relationship with my exes than I had previously because I had a lot of anger and resentment. And being able to see things through their eyes and getting some perspective and coming from a more understanding position rather than a more of a critical one has helped me, enabled me to have a better relationship with some people that, that I had previously held a grudge against.
Right.
So that was another positive thing that came out of it. In fact, I went camping with him recently.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Oh, good for you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What advice would you have for anyone that's kind of going through a similar situation? I mean, hopefully, God forbid, no one's going through something as extreme as what you went through. But
like I said, question
betrayal is betrayal.
Question everything.
Yeah.
Question everything. Insist upon proof. What
would your advice be to people?
Don't walk away from everything.
Yeah.
Don't walk away from everything. If something happens, not only get proof, but see it through. Mm-hmm. Because I walked away.
Yeah.
I walked away thinking, okay, I don't want to cause a problem in the family. I don't want my children to not have a relationship with their siblings because of fighting through probate. Yeah. Because I've seen families that who went through probate and it literally destroyed their families.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Because they're fighting over the money.
I mean, you definitely took the higher road for sure.
And I'm thinking, okay, well, is it worth it?
Right.
To destroy this family. This is what I'm thinking. Is it worth it to destroy this family over monetary?
Right. Over money. We can't.
And when they could have a relationship. Because I didn't have a relationship with my siblings. My father and mother, I'm the only one from their marriage. And I didn't get to develop a relationship with my siblings until adulthood. And I didn't want to be the reason for that. Didn't want my kids
to... your past was different and you wanted to give something,
I wanted my kids to have a relationship with their siblings. And I wanted to keep that line of communication open. I wanted to make sure that there was no hard feelings and no grudges, that it wasn't, a conflictual one, so that, there could still be a relationship.
Yeah. You were going to say something, Rich?
What would your advice be to, obviously your situation is so unique that...
I hope it doesn't.
Right.
But
nobody else has to go through anything.
But basically, find a way to, as Reagan would say, trust but verify without going crazy. Like, what would your advice be to be like, hey, here's steps to verify stuff without. Otherwise, I think people can go down this path of verifying any. If I, like I said, if I went to someone's funeral,
contact.
I wouldn't be like. Hey, if you and I go to a funeral, like, hey, tomorrow we should go check that death certificate. I would never think that.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to the coroner. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and call.
Saying, okay, if you are, my advice would be, if you stand to possibly inherit something from the person, get a copy of the death certificate yourself.
That's good.
Yeah,
I like that.
Definitely.
Okay, and make sure that there is a lawyer involved. That would be my recommendation.
Right.
Get legal documentation. Have your ducks in a row. If you stand to inherit anything from a death, verify it yourself and get a copy of that death certificate. That would be my advice.
Yeah.
Don't take anyone's word for it. Because people will do the stupidest, most hurtful things behind money. When it comes to greed,
so yeah,
there is no.
We know this firsthand.
There's no betrayal.
The work that we do. There is a lady that just came to us recently. Mm-hmm. Her mom, there's something called a transfer on death deed. So when you die, the home transfers automatically into whose names you want it to be. So the mom was going to die. And so a year ago, she prepared her will, had the transfer on death deed recorded with the county recorder so that when she does die, it transfers to both of her daughters evenly, 50-50. Well, one of the daughters decided to move in with mom a week before she died and had her mom transfer the death, basically redo the deed, so it's a transfer on death deed, only giving it to her 100%.
Did the mom have dementia or any incapacity?
She had all of those things.
Okay, then it wouldn't. Then the other daughter could take it to court and say, "Okay,
that's actually what's happening."
That's what's happening.
She made this transfer when she was not in capacity to do so.
But this is exactly what's happening. But the thing about it is, she came to us because she has no money, and she's like, "My sister did this to me. What do I do?" I'm like, "Well, hire a lawyer." She's like, "I have no money," and so we're just like, "Oh, this is a terrible situation." But and here's the thing: when she died, the house got transferred to the one sister who now controls it completely, who can sell it tomorrow and walk away and never do anything about it.
Yeah.
And so, unfortunately, there's a nonprofit that both Rich and I are with that was willing to take her case on and to fund her.
Oh wow, great! That's good.
Her legal expenses because
yeah,
it's a crazy situation. But yeah, like stuff like this happens when money's involved.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we know stories like this just because of the real estate work that we do. There's, my God, so much of it.
Money becomes the enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's so great to see you and to see the changes that you're making and have made. And I hope that people continue to see this beautiful change in you and be like, man, Drea, you're just glowing.
I'm a lot happier now because I feel a lot freer.
Yeah, you are.
I feel like, what are you gonna do? It's almost like I feel like I'm almost invincible to a certain degree.
I love that.
Because it's like...
You got to be at this point. You're like, if I survive this, I can survive anything.
Pretty much.
Well, it's like,
cancer, betrayal, I mean...
What's next?
Yeah. Hopefully nothing.
I mean, exactly. Hopefully nothing. I have a lot more faith in myself because I've overcome more,
Do you have a life insurance policy?
Do I? Yes, I do.
Because her son, I'm thinking like, yeah.
I have a life insurance policy, and I also had it written when I bought my house that upon, should I pass away prior to, me paying off my mortgage, that my mortgage will be paid off entirely so that the house will be inherited debt-free.
Yeah, that's such a beautiful thing.
The mortgage will be paid off.
Yeah.
In the event of my death prior to.
Yeah. Which is not for a long time.
Nope. I'll probably sell it before then.
Yeah.
To fund that little, those two little mini houses in Mendocino County.
That's right, yeah.
And my retirement. But yeah. I have a death benefits now.
Oh, it's fantastic.
And my daughter is actually going to be the executor.
Oh, nice.
How
many children do you have?
I have 3.
3.
Yeah. My oldest is 30. Then I have the 22-year-old, and then a daughter who's almost 18.
Nice.
But she's the most responsible and the most intelligent of the 3. So
yeah.
I told her, I said, you will be given the majority of it.
Okay.
And
your daughter's 18, he's 23, so there's a 5-year gap. So you mourn the loss of your husband.
Now her on the other hand, I actually had to speak with her therapist and give them a heads up, because one thing I have noticed is that she is a lot more skeptical about people now. She's a lot more.
Why wouldn't she be?
Just in witnessing what she has with me, what I've gone through.
Where's her dad at in this? No.
That's a whole nother story.
Oh, really?
Oh. Next episode.
That would be another podcast.
Oh, okay, fantastic. We'll have to have you back then.
Yeah. Her father was a youth minister.
Oh.
Who is now on Megan's Law.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Like I said, that's another one.
Wow.
And him, I'll be happy to put on blast. I'll give you everything on him.
All right, we'll have to get you back here then. Yeah.
You're welcome to have him.
Yeah. Any parting words for the audience that I just want to thank you for your bravery. Just the amount of bravery and courage it came to just come and to share something
you
so
never
personal.
you never know somebody's story. And you never know where they're coming from.
Never.
And what they've overcome.
That's so true.
Be good to people.
Yeah.
Be good to people. Be good to yourself, most importantly. And, it's a golden rule. And it's said so often that people actually don't take heed of it. But do unto others as you want
done to
them.
you.
Yeah. Want them to do to you. Quit being so damn selfish. But at the same time, look out for yourself. Be good to yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you're not good to yourself, you can't keep giving to other people.
It's what I tell my clients. I'm like, if you're not going to love yourself, who else is?
Yeah, you can't. You can only give so much.
Yep.
Without giving back to yourself, and that was something that you helped to teach me. Really did.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Because you take care of everybody else's needs and everybody else, and eventually you have nothing left to give. Mm-hmm. And I was exhausted and beat up and mentally and in every other way, and you reminded me that I had to take care of myself too.
And I'm glad you're doing it.
And I found that I'm not only happier, but I have more to give because I give to myself as well now. I take breaks for me, and I put my needs higher on a priority list than I did, and that's a good thing.
That's a
really good thing.
Yes, it is.
Because
it's like what they tell you when you're traveling on an airplane. If like there's a cabin pressure drop, then you put your oxygen mask on first, and then you secure your children. Because if not, you're gonna pass out.
Yeah.
And you're no good to your children at that point.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
So.
I'm putting my oxygen on first.
Yes, you are.
Which is
take a little bit
breath
extra.
of fresh air.
Yeah, take a little bit. Yeah, literally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a little bit extra because you neglected yourself for so long. So yeah.
It was always about everybody else, and yep.
Yeah. Oh, such a beautiful story. Thank you for sharing the triumph part of it.
Yes. Yes.
And we'll have to get you back on for part 2.
Yeah, if you want part 2, I'll be happy to give it to you.
Yes.
I want to hear it.
Seriously, yeah.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Well, fantastic. Well, we'll go ahead and end today's episode with that cliffhanger and see when we can get you back on again.
No problem.
Thanks again for coming.
Of course.
Thanks for checking out this episode of Topless Talk. Be sure to subscribe wherever you heard this podcast so you never miss a future episode. For more information or to connect with Ryan, check him out on Instagram @ToplessTalk. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.